Welcome to TA Tech. So with the Xbox streaming app being on the horizon, so many of you have asked me if there is a way to play PS4 on your phone. So because you found this video and clicked on it, you're in luck. I'll be going over 2 ways in this video of how to play PS4 on your phone. I know I've done a video about this before, but now there are 2 ways to play it. Those 2 ways are different. One of them is free and the other one costing $11. So I'll be comparing these 2 apps to let you know if the paid app is worth it as well as the downsides of the free one. So before we start, let's talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. It's a dark fantasy RPG which is free to play that comes cross devices on Android, PC and iOS. It comes with over 300 heroes which are all customizable and upgradable. You compete in PvE campaigns and PvP arena, tournaments and clan battles. There are so many heroes to choose from and my favorite one is Elaine. This is because of her insane abilities in the game. In the portal you can sacrifice heroes to make new ones, and in the tavern you can sacrifice heroes to upgrade your current ones. In the arena you can find other players and their heroes and you can compete against them in PvP battles. And you can bump up your XP and find new heroes in the campaign. So if you join using the links in the description below, you'll get 100k and this awesome champion which is so powerful. And you'll get rewards daily for 30 days while you click where the arrow is pointing. So with that being out of the way, let's talk about the first app we have today. The first app is PS Streamer. It's an app I talked about before in a previous video. This app will cost you $11 to play PS4 on your phone. So firstly, I'll show you the setup process of this app and how easy it is to connect it to your PS4. So the application already recognized that my controller is connected to my phone and it's asking me if I want to do any remapping or do any settings for the controller. So basically this app lets you play with controllers that are not PS4 controllers, so if you have any controller, even Xbox One controllers, they would work on this app. So this is a third-party controller from Thunder Robot that I reviewed before on my channel. I left the link for that in the description below, so go check it out if you're interested in a mobile gamepad that's very good for your phone. It's actually one of the best joysticks I've tried on my phone. So let's go back and register our PS4. So you click on register and it's going to ask you to start the registration process. So it's going to ask you to basically put your email address and password for your PS4 account. And don't worry, this is totally safe. I had this app for over a year now on my phone and I never got hacked, so it's really safe and don't worry about that. So the next step is going to ask you to put the code from your PS4. So here's how you do it. You go to the settings, you scroll down until you find remote play. So when you find remote play, there will be a setting that will say add a new device. So basically when you add a device, this is the code that you get that you enter to the app to complete the registration. After the registration is complete, the app is basically going to do an internet connection test that will let you determine if your internet connection is good enough to run this app. It doesn't really take long to do this. I mean, it just does a connection test for like 3 minutes and then you connect it. And after that, all you need to do is press play and you connect it to your PS4. So what I like about this app, it's really smooth. This app is running at 60 FPS. I think, from my eyes, is what I can see is 60 FPS to me. And you can see it for yourself. I'm running this video at 60 FPS and you can see it's really smooth and there's barely any lag. And I'm sitting upstairs, my router is really far and the app is doing really well for the internet connection that I have upstairs. And the app has an option that you have, if you have a phone that is really tall or something, you have stretch display. So as you can see here, and I really like this option. It's the favorite to me. If you play with 16:9, the screen is really small and it's really annoying. I prefer stretching display to fill up the whole phone to use the whole screen estate. So if you don't have a controller, this app has on-screen controls, which is something I really don't recommend playing with. This is really annoying because the stick, the one you look with, is stationary and you can't move it, so you can't swipe across the screen to play, and this is really something the other app does better. So let's talk about the other app then, which is totally free and is made by Sony themselves. So to find it, you need to go to the Play Store and type PS4 Remote Play. This app is made by Sony, but as you can see here, the reviews for this app are really low. It's around 3.6 and there's a lot of people complaining about this app. Sony didn't give a lot of care about this app. The app is really low quality. It's not like the Microsoft app where the quality is very high and there's a lot of settings to play with, and there is xCloud of course, but this one is just simple app that connects to your PS4 and gives you gameplay. So let's open this app and I'll show you how to set it up. So this one is easier to set up than the other one because this one detects your PS4 without you going to the PS4 and looking for remote play and giving it the code. So after the app automatically finds your PS4, it's going to do an internet test to see if the internet connection is good enough to play PS4 on your phone. And that's it. After that, it just connects to your PS4 automatically without any problems. So what I also noticed about this app, the on-screen controls are better than the other one. This is because the right thumbstick, which is the one you look around with in the game, is not stationary, so you can just swipe across the screen to look around in the game. But the first problem with this app is it's not as smooth as the other one. There are sometimes some noticeable lag and there is sometimes jitter in the picture. I mean, it's not very stable like the other one, even though this is the one that made by Sony and the other one is just made by a third party company. Another problem you'll have with this app is that you can't play it with another controller other than the PS4 controller. So as you can see here, my joystick does not work even though it's connected to my phone and it doesn't do anything in the game. This is quite disappointing. I mean, what if you want to play with a different controller? There's no way to do it. And I don't like that. But the good thing about this app is that you can adjust the quality of the picture when you're playing. So if you have bad internet connection or you're finding lag in the game, you could go change the settings to 720p or even 480p to play without any lag. So finally, I would like to recommend the other app, the PS Streamer, over the Sony app because it's simply more reliable. I like to play with the other app. This is my personal opinion, but you can try the Sony one. It's totally free and you don't have to pay anything. So that's the end of the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe and peace.